Furballs, it is me again, and in Australia it's actually Anzac Day. So before I get on with this week's fur vlog, I actually wanted to take a moment to say a very big thank you to all of our war veterans out there, for those that are still serving, and for those that have come and gone. This is a very important moment in Australian history for those that went over to Gallipoli. And there's already been like a lot of services at dawn for them. And I just basically wanted to take a moment to appreciate everything that they have done for this country. With that said, I would like to get on with this week's video. So I do apologize, guys, for this annoying background. It's back up again. Yeah, it's actually my background. It's not an awesome backdrop like the one I've been using. But there is a reason for that. I'm probably going to be sticking with the usual backdrop, I suppose you could call it, for quite some time, because I'm looking at setting up a different area for my actual videos that's going to be a lot better, where I'm going to get the lighting right and there's not going to be too many problems. I mean, I could always do my setup like this. So like this here could be my next setup with the amazing labyrinth in the background and the army of darkness here. but I am honestly thinking about changing things up a little bit. But labyrinth, David Bowie. But enough about that, and on with this week's topic. Now, based by the title, you guys are definitely going to be going, yeah, okay, I know what this is going to be about. And you're utterly right. I'm going to be talking about the latest topic that keeps coming up in the furry fandom, that being younger furries. Now, the reason I am actually talking about this topic is because a number of people have asked me to do just one whole entire video talking about younger furries, with the bad things that they do and how to make it a lot better, but also because it's a topic that keeps reoccurring. Like, well over 2 years ago, this topic was like the biggest thing, and now it's starting to resurge as another topic that's kind of sort of big to talk about again. And since I haven't talked that much about it, I thought, well, here's my opportunity. So, one of the problems is with younger furries is that they are becoming much more in the fandom. Like, there's just a sudden accumulation of them. And the problem that a lot of other furries have with younger furries, and I utterly think that this is probably unfair, is that there's a common misconception that younger furries are just annoying, that all they want to do is roleplay, and they want to, you know, get into more intimate sort of stuff in the role-playing, like over 18 stuff, which they shouldn't be doing. And there's also a problem with stealing art. Now, much like the furry fandom in itself, it got a bad reputation because one or two people did something inappropriate, and suddenly the furry fandom is being classified as very bad because of that behavior. And I guess the same can be said for the younger furries. Obviously, there are going to be furries out there that go, hey, this is a really cool sonar, I'm going to take it, it's going to become my sonar, which is actually considered art stealing. So, if you're watching this video and you have done that, please reconsider. Don't just look at someone's persona and go, oh my god, I love it, I want to take it. Actually find some form of inspiration from it. Draw up your own character and make things different about it. Like, if you like Engel's colours, it's perfectly fine to go with black and dark purpley colours with a teal sort of light bluey colour mixed in with it. Because that is basically Engel's colour scheme, but I'm perfectly fine with knowing that there are other furries out there with a similar colour scheme, because it's an amazing colour scheme. But the other problem does come with parents. Like, a lot of younger furries will hide the fact that they are a furry, or a better way to put it is that they like animals with human characteristics, and they want to become one or create their own character like one. And they basically hide this from their parents. And you know how parents get that weird, you know, vibe, they know that something's going on. And yes, of course, they're going to be cranky if you hide that from them. So my best thing to advise for younger furries is, let your parents know what you like. Like, you don't have to go, oh my god, I'm a furry, blah blah blah, I'm into this and that, yip, you know. Don't do that. Just, you know, come out to them and say, hey, you know what, I really like these sorts of animals with human features. You can do it in a subtle way, or you can completely blow it up, go, oh my god, mum, look, I want to get this character made into a costume. Can I please do that? And the reason I'm actually saying is to ask permission from your parents. is because a lot of the younger furries are basically 13 years old, sometimes a little bit younger, sometimes a little bit older, but they're basically in their teenhood. And of course, with the whole misconception of the furry fandom, I can totally agree with parents that yes, you do want to be able to supervise your child and make sure that they don't go out to like meetups alone by themselves and meet someone that's like 30 odd years old in a character cartoon costume and they've never seen their face before. You're a total stranger, so I can understand why parents would be so overly protective. And given the bad misconception of the furry fandom, I can utterly understand where parents would be coming from. So if you're a younger furry, just talk with your parents. You don't have to make it a big thing like, you know, you're suddenly changing into a wolf or something like that. Just let them know that you like this sort of thing. The other thing is that younger furries feel like they have to be the very best. And yes, I did just quote the Pokemon lyrics from way back in the late 90s. Because that's the era I grew up with, and yeah. Anyway, younger furries are always wanting to try their very best. And I think that's a good thing. Like, I think that they should try and grow their talents and skills, but they don't have to be like, you know, the best of the best. They don't have to copy everyone else, and that's kind of sort of the problem. I don't think that younger furries should be treated badly. And of course, being with the whole trying to be the best, a lot of younger furries will be very annoying. That's understandable. Like, they want everyone's attention from, you know, the bigger puppy furs. So of course they're going to be like, oh my god, you know, hey, you're so cool, you're so awesome. Oh my god, I'm going to follow you around for a whole entire day. My point is that there's so much about younger furries that a lot of people don't really understand. And they're not willing to give them a chance. And that's how we get these misconceptions. And of course, younger furries are so much more easier to get frustrated and angry, and of course they're going to do the wrong thing because no one's really there to help them. So my advice to younger furries that may be possibly watching this video of mine, do your best, but don't try to be like someone else. And this can actually go out for a lot of other furries too, but I'm mainly focusing on the younger guys because you're like the next generation for the furry fandom. And we definitely don't want younger furries doing something bad that's definitely going to carry with them throughout the next furry life in the furry fandom. That didn't sound very right, but like basically, you know, you don't want to do something that's gonna stay with you for life, pretty much. And like there is so much more I wish I could honestly talk about, but I'm gonna leave it there for the moment because I think I have talked about some of the main misconceptions about it all. And I think the best advice to do for younger furries is just to let them be themselves, but also for older furries to be there to guide them as well. Like, I'm not saying you have to like take them in as your children, but like, you know, be friendly towards them. Because there is a lot of issues on both sides with older furries and younger furries. And I don't think that we should have that problem. I think we should actually be coming together and understanding one another. And giving each other a chance. So this video is coming to an end, and I want to say a very big thank you for all that have listened to me ramble on about this stuff. And it has been informational for some of you. I also have next week's fur vlog is actually going to be a Q&A. So if you do have any questions for me that you'd like me to answer, by all means, comment down below with this awesome tag here in the comment section, obviously. You can send them through to my emails or just keep an eye out for when I'm asking on Twitter or Instagram. I will be answering everyone's questions very soon. There has been a lot of questions building up over the time. So I'm very excited to be able to get the chance to answer them. Obviously next week. But I will also be doing an announcement coming up very, very soon. Possibly next week or the week after. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be very, very excited for that. But for now, bye-bye! Because, like, if I met Telephone in person, I would probably be like a little shadow, even though I'm not a teenager. Like, seriously? She's just so awesome. You'd, like, totally see me, like, sneaking around the back and, like, oh my god, cheap, 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 cheap. I'm really bad at these impressions. But anyway.